Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the mound now, Aaron Nola. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Gets the call. No balls, 2 strikes. Buxton wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they've still got both their challenges. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Harper steps on the bag, 1 out in the top of the first. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Luke Keeschel, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Top of the first, just getting started here in Philadelphia. Here's a 1-1. And it's fouled away. Broken bat, roller to first. Harper. He'll do it himself. 2 away here in the top of the first.
The first baseman, John Bell.
In the air to left center. And that'll do it. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. Back here in Philadelphia. And now here's the starter for Minnesota, Simeon Woods Richardson. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Big time power. Now quick throw to first, and Turner's back in. Turner gets his lead at first with nobody out. Turner runs, pitch in for a strike, and that's a stolen base, not even close.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
Man at second. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Flying around third is Turner. He'll score, and the Phillies take the lead. The relay to second, but he's in there easily.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. High fly ball, right field. Wallner has a beat on it. And there's one down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Alec Bohm in the box with one away as he takes ball one. One out and a runner at second. Pitch is in there. That's strike one. Swing and a miss at a slider.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Diving, makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with two gone.
Byron Buxton is absolutely can't miss excitement when he's in the outfield. A diving catch there. This guy can go back, rob home runs, go to his left or right, and right there closes on it with elite speed and makes a great catch.
That's in for a strike. That one fouled off. Two outs with a runner at third. Now a fly ball to right center. Wallner gets under it. And that is that. Phillies with a run-scoring double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. New inning getting started. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Strike two. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A gigantic blast. And it ties it up. It's 1-1.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball. So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Marsh under it, and there's one down.
The designated hitter, Trevor Larnach.
Here's Trevor Larnach. Swing and a foul straight back. Now the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. One out, bases empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Going 2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again. Here's the 0-2. Got it. 2 out.
Frustrating end to the at bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swing and a foul out of play.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
And it goes just foul. Tied up here in the early going. On the ground, right side. Gets to it with a slide, and they get the out. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even now at 1-1. Back at Citizens Bank Park, we head to the bottom of the second. Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Batting 7, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Right through there for a strike. Garcia gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Lined into left center. Base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
This is Bryson's stop. That clips the corner. Batter challenges in a very big spot. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2. A little bit high. Ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That's in there. No outs. Runners at first and second. That one is absolutely belted. And a superb diving catch. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 2.
And wow, what a great diving catch, Singy. Statcast says that was a near perfect route, and it had to be.
That's just a big part of his game. I mean, this guy's instincts just seem to always put him in a position to make special plays, and right there, he's done it again.
That's in for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Bounce to the right. Keishel got him on the off-balance throw. Out on a bang-bang play. Here's Trey Turner. He led off the bottom of the first with a single and then came in to score. That one way inside.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That's ball 2.
Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. Still 2 challenges left for them. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So the call stands. 1 challenge remaining for them now. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball there. Oh, 2 now. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck, and the inning is over. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Phillies 2 and the Twins 1. Top half of the third inning, and now for the Twins, Brooks lead. In the air to left center, Marsh on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. That one fouled off. Here's the 0-1. And that is out of play.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
On the ground, right side. Stop. Throws to first in time. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Here's Byron Buxton. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, and now for the Phillies, Bryce Harper.
Harper.
Right through there for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
And that one hammered way back there. It's got a chance. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the last half of the third. And there's a foul ball. Out towards left center. Buxton on his way over and makes the grab. Runner tags at second. The relay to third. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out.
The left fielder,
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Runner on at third, 1 gone. Line drive. And he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they lead by 2.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
2 down, nobody on.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Chop back up the middle. Keishel tosses to first, and Garcia is out. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. On to inning number 4. It's the Phillies 3 and the Twins 1. On to the 4th, and now for the Twins, Luke Keishel. Right through there for a strike. Tap back to the mound. Gets it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Up next for Minnesota, the first baseman, Josh Bell.
That one is hammered right field. Garcia ranging back on it. Out of here. A solo shot. And they cut into the deficit.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
1 down. Matt Wallner digs in now. Yeah, there's the strike. Just missed. That's in there. That's strike 2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 2 away.
Not a great curveball there at all, but clearly he wasn't looking for it because it just dropped right into the happy zone, and it looked like, to me, the swing was a little bit late. Tells me he gave up on it early and then just tried to have that emergency hack at the last second to put it in play.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. There's a swing and a miss.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
That's outside, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Stott over to first in time. 3rd out. 1 run closer on this solo shot for the Twins. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here in Philadelphia, ready to go for the last half of the inning. JT Realmuto stands in for the Phillies.
Well, these Phillies doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Sends it to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
There's a swing and a drive. That's got a chance. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Safely into second. He's got a double.
A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
One out, runner at second. Justin Crawford getting ready to hit. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Pickoff throw, and he dives back in safely. Here comes the 0-1. Runner takes off for third. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. The 1-1 is fouled off.
No, inside.
Two on the way. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 2-2. In the air, right field. Wallner settles under this one. That's out number 2.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop, Turner.
And that drops in for a strike. Runner at third, 2 away. Out towards right center field. That is the inning. Phillies strand 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now it's the Twins DH, Trevor Larnach. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Garcia takes it in for the out. 1 down.
Up next to the Twins, the third baseman, Roy Lewis.
High fly ball right field. This could go the distance. Home run. And we're all square. It's 3-3. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Brooks lead the next Twin up to hit. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 away down.
Up next for Minnesota, the left fielder, Austin Martin.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber.
You know, these Phils doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Clips the corner. That is strike two. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Carrying well. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
The first baseman, number 3, Harper.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Wallner settles underneath it. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Phillies, the third baseman.
And now it's Alec Bohm.
Well,
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Simeon Woods Richardson done for the day, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Pitching change here, Cody Lorison.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
The 0-1. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Bell. He's got it, and that'll do it. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And here is Byron Buxton.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Calling at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Swing and a miss. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Chopped left side. Boom. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
The batter number 50, second baseman, Lou Keysdale.
Fly ball down the line, and that will drop foul.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Struck him out looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Here's Josh Bell. He's already homered in this game. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and the Twins have the lead now. It's 4-3.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Two down, nobody on. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Twins get one on this homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 6th, Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Cody Funderburk, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Topa, the right-hander, also getting loose. And the 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
Nope. That's inside.
To the right side, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first without a throw. Let's see how they roll this one.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over.
That's in there. That's strike one. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A two-run shot, and that's how they take the lead. It's 5-4.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Cody Lorison will depart, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. On the mound now for the Twins, Zach Kent.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott, 1 for 2. And now the 0-1. Line drive, base hit.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the 6th. Kent, a 6'3" righty, 28 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2019. And this one could be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay, safe. And they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Trey Turner with a chance now. Crawford leads off second with nobody out. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Base hit into the outfield. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Zach Kent won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Eric Orrs gets the call from the pen. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Oh, 1 down. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. Kyle Schwarber goes deep. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 9-4.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
Here is Bryce Harper, 1 for 3. The 0-1. On the ground right side. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Up next for the Phillies, the third baseman, Alex.
Look out! And it hit him.
Up next for the Phillies, the left fielder.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. In the air to left center. Martin coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Phillies, the right fielder, Adolis. Garcia.
That misses. Ball 1. Up the middle. The flip. Got him. Nice play. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's opened up now. 9-4. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Tanner Banks. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. High fly ball, right field. Garcia under this one. 2 down.
Up next for Minnesota, the third baseman, Royce.
Here's Royce Lewis. He's already homered here in this one. In the air to left center. Crawford turns to the right on the move. And that is that. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They trail it here 9-4. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Hey!
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Stays alive. Popped in the air out towards left center. And there's one away.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, right there.
Fastball for a strike at 95. The 0-1. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Crawford in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Quick toss to first, and he's back safely. Man at first, one away.
Bolton.
There's a line drive to left field. And it's into the gap. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
The batter, number 7, shortstop. Turner.
Two on, one out. And it's fouled off.
O2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Here's a 1-2. And they'll do it again. Runners at first and second with one gone here at the bottom of the 7th. Hard liner. Makes the grab on the run. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So two away with runners at the corners.
The designated hitter, Kyle.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. New pitcher coming on, the veteran Anthony Banda.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Two on, 2 outs. Chopper right side. Whips it to first. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. Phillies leave a couple. They're on top, however, 9-4. Brad Keller taking over on the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Got on plane with that pitch, not as far away, but out there a little bit, but he let it travel, tracked it, didn't try to pull it, and that's something that can help you get going, get on track. Maybe a little bit too late in this ball game, but you just never know.
Lee on at first, nobody out.
Ball.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
In the air, right field, Garcia moving under this one. And there's one down.
Up next for Minnesota, the center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Back to the top of the order now. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike, 95 of that one. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and now 2 gone. Well, there's a sign from the crew chief. We are officially in a rain delay as they'll put the tarp on the infield and hope this one passes quickly.
Well, the goal is to resume play within the hour, so that leaves these managers with a bit of a decision. And will they be able to keep their pitchers in the game or not? So we'll have to see on the other side, folks.
Welcome back, and we have good news. The tarp is off the field, the weather is cleared, and we're about ready to resume play. Kyle Backus is ready to go on the mound, as are his teammates behind him. And digging in to get us going at the plate, Luke Keeschel. The 0-1. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Did a strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. That one's in there. Strike one.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And that clips the inside corner.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. It's the Phillies 9 and the Twins 4. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the 8th. Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies.
Harper.
They must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And a 1-1. In the air, left field. And just foul. One, two now. Hauls it in, one away.
Up next for the Phillies, the third baseman, Alex Bohm.
Oh, that's low. Hey!
Ball to strike. The pitch. Out towards right center field. Wallner takes it in for the out. And there are two down.
Up next for the Phillies, the left fielder,
Brandon Marsh, the next to hit. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
That's out.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
And that's a base hit. And now a 2-out opportunity for Adolis Garcia.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Close, but called the ball. Ball one. Marsh, the runner at first with two gone. And it's 1-1. Oh, he can't squeeze it. And no shot to get him at first. There's two aboard.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. See it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Anthony Banda done for the afternoon. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Cole
Twins,
Sands
number
will take
44,
over here.
Cole Sands.
First and second, 2 outs. And now it is JT Realmuto.
Nope. Ball one.
2 on, 2 outs.
Hey.
The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. Just missed it.
Oh man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Back here in Philadelphia, and now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Hey.
This one in the air, center field. Crawford under it, and there's one away. Tap foul at the plate. Well struck, right field, way back there. And out of here. And they're chipping away. It's 9-5.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connecting on pitches like that. Just a nice job. Recognizes off speed as that leg hangs in the air a little bit, but he gets it down, hits against a strong and firm front side, and that's knocking a cheesesteak out of somebody's lap.
I would be upset if somebody knocked a cheesesteak out of my lap, I'll tell you that.
I don't think that's possible. You're too quick.
Foul ball. One down, base is empty here in the 9th. This one in the air. Real Muto settles underneath it, and there's 2 down. The Twins down to their final out. Brooks lead. The next Twin up to hit. They're down to their final strike. Inside, almost got him. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies slug their way to a win in this one.
Key to this game was that huge 6th inning. They jumped all over the opposing pitching, and it was like they knew what was coming. And that kind of confidence just takes a team to the finish line, and that's what they did. They got the win in this game.